What's up, guys? Welcome back to 3VS, Three Bro Sports. Today, we're continuing our draft analysis and grades for each team in the NFL. We're on the NFC. It's our second team, Dallas Cowboys. The draft, in their first round, they went CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver. Second round, Trayvon Diggs, cornerback. Third round, Neville Gallimore, defensive tackle. Fourth round, Reggie Robinson the second, and Tyler Biadasz. In the fifth round, Bradley Anai, and seventh round, Ben DiNucci. What do you guys think about that?
I think that this was a really good draft for the Cowboys. For me, personally, it was the best draft that I ever seen, in my lifetime. And I follow the draft every year since I was, 12 or 13, really good. And this is by far my favorite draft that I've ever seen. Obviously, with the first pick, like the Cowboys said, their GM and, Jerry Jones' son, Stephen Jones, the teams make mock drafts before the draft, and they did, 50, 60 different mock drafts. And not one time did CeeDee Lamb fall to the Cowboys. And it was just an absolute – it's a steal of the draft. If you look at, the analysts, they all give it an A+. It was just an amazing pick to see CeeDee Lamb fall to the Cowboys. Arguably the best receiver in the class. Almost everybody had him ranked 1. And I just think that was just an A+ pick, great pick. And he'll fill that third receiver slot. And it's the best receiving core in the NFL now, trio-wise, no doubt. The second pick, they got Trayvon Diggs. He had a first-round grade on him. The Cowboys earlier, on in the process, the Cowboys were going to draft Trayvon Diggs in the first round, and he ended up falling to us in the second. And that was just a great pick. That's going to fill the cornerback role. He's probably going to end up being the 1 or 2 cornerback for us, which is just a great value for a pick. I also give that a high grade. The third pick was Neville Gallimore. Same thing with him. You've seen some mock drafts with him going in the first or second round. And I think that was just a great pick as well. There's nothing too much to say about it. They fill the need, and I like it. The fourth round pick, that was probably the worst pick out of all of them, in my opinion. But it's still a good pick. They double dipped at corner, and now it's, you say with Trayvon Diggs and him, you have a higher chance at one of them being really good. So I still like that pick. They took a center in the fourth round. He was actually named the best center in the whole entire draft. Or in the Big Ten. They traded up with the Eagles to get him. They got rid of 2 fifth round picks for him, and I really like that too. Because Travis Frederick retired. And then the fifth round pick, that was another steal. The DN, he had 13 sacks last year. Led the Pac-12 with sacks. I think that's where he played, the Pac-12 or something like that. And he led him with sacks, and they had a second and third round grade, or third or fourth round grade on him too, and I like that. And then the seventh round pick was just pretty much for depth at quarterback, just to, in case Stack would get injured or something like that. So overall, I think this was the best draft that I've ever seen as a Cowboys fan, and I rank it an
A. Yep, I agree with pretty much everything you said, Devin. As an Eagles fan, that's pretty much it hurts me to say this, but Cowboys drafted extremely well. Got a generational talent at wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, who I think is going to be an absolute stud. Trayvon Diggs in the second round, solid cornerback, started at, the best school for college football. So that says something there, not a nobody. Defensive line, you guys just hit on pretty much, I'm not going to go through every pick like you did, Devin, but, every position that you guys needed to address, I think you did. And I think you hit on every position that you needed to address. So I'm going to have to I'm going to say an A-, only because I think CeeDee Lamb was an excellent pick. But, sometimes I just wonder, was wide receiver really your, biggest need? But I still say it's a solid A.
Yeah, as a Cowboys fan, this draft just has me so excited. CeeDee Lamb, obviously, probably gives us – it's debatable, I guess you could say, but I really think that we're the best wide receiver core in the NFL now. In the second round, we got Diggs. I would have been okay with him if we got him in the first round. So we got him in the second round. I think it's a steal. Third round, Gallimore. I like him too as a player. I think that he can come in and even compete for a starting spot. I still think that even if he doesn't start, he might be our third defensive tackle. So I love that pick. Fourth round, we got Reggie Robinson. I like doubling down on cornerback there. I didn't think that he was the best corner on the board there. I would have liked Bryce Hall more, or maybe even Amik Robertson, but it's debatable. I'm so glad that we took 2 cornerbacks though. the center from Wisconsin, I love that pick. I don't think he's going to come in and be an instant starter, but I think that he can definitely develop into a starting role. And Anai, the defensive end from Utah, he seems like one of the biggest. He was rated by Matt Miller. He was rated one of the biggest steals in the draft. So I love that pick too. And then the quarterback in the 7th round, it is what it is. It's not really going to make that much of an impact. But overall, I love the draft. I think that we addressed every need, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we filled every need. We drafted great, in my opinion.
Prospect.
Yeah, prospect-wise, like we got all of our needs prospect-wise, but now they still have to do their job and live up to their expectations.
Yep.
So overall, though, I think we hit a home run with this draft, and I have to give it an A.
Yep, I think they drafted very well.
I think that the Cowboys probably drafted top 3, if not the best, in the whole league.
Most people have them the best. If not, they're definitely top 3.
Yeah. So what were your guys' grades again?
I gave it an A-.
I just gave it an A.
All right. Well, that concludes this video. We're going to be continuing along with every single team. So just be on the lookout for your favorite team, and we'll see you later.
Don't forget to like and subscribe as well.